Hello everyone, this is DeNice over here at the Printed Word Bookstore in Portsmouth, VA. I am here with yet another episode of Bookstore Shenanigans. So I am a bookstore clerk who was not well read when I came on board, and I'm still not well read, but we're working our way to reading through some of the shelves. So I'm just trying to learn ways to be better well read in order to become a better asset to the Printed Word Bookstore over here. But that's besides the point. Today's episode of Bookstore Shenanigans is actually going to be a question for you guys. I'm praying that this gets to the right people, prayerfully people who own bookstores, who are successful at operating and owning bookstores, asking for help as to how do you run a proper bookstore sale? How do you run a sale on your books? So, sorry guys, no update on the sign today. The sign is the same, so it's still not great, but it's okay. It's Christmas. So we've been focusing on selling some of our Christmas stuff recently because it's the last day before the holidays are actually officially here. So it's the last day of shopping. So we've been pushing our Christmas stuff online. However, before Christmas, we did have a penny a page book sale, right? And penny a page book sale is whatever the last numbered page is in the book, that's how much the price is. So if there's 396 pages in the book, numbered pages in the book, it's going to be $3.96 for that book. And so I was like, that's a really cool thing, by the way. I don't know if any other bookstores around the US or in Virginia does it, but we did it, and I was like, that's actually really cool and a really unique way to have a sale, really unique way to decide the prices of the books without having to be like, okay, this should be $5, this should be $3, this should be $1. It's just a penny a page. And I just think it's a really quirky type of sale that should attract people. So although we did have it right before our Christmas stuff started going out, we got rid of about 50 books, I believe is what we talked about. However, we still have so many more books that we wanted to get rid of during that sale, because the purpose of having a book sale is so that we can have more room on our shelves to be able to get more books. So as you can see, our shelves are aligned right now. In fact, they're so overflowing that there are books behind the books. That's how overflowing we are in abundance with these books. And so that's the purpose of having a sale, is so that we can get more books and just start the cycle all over again. And so I am asking for your help on the internet, on the YouTubes. How can we properly run a good book sale using the penny a page book sale as the main, overarching name of it? So I'll give you a couple of examples of some books that we have. I think we've been having some pretty decent deals when it comes to the books, but stuff like this, very attractive. If I saw this on sale, I'd be like, okay, I'm intrigued. I would like to know more about this. But Sister Friends Forever. So this is just one example of tons and tons of books that we still have that could be part of the penny a page book sale. But I don't know how else to broadcast that we're having this sale other than by saying on social media, hey, we're having a penny a page book sale. The main thing, I guess, is how do you market it to actually educate people that we exist and we are currently running this sale. This sale is for select books and not for all of the books, but only select books that are in overflow. How do we communicate that, like I said, this sale is currently happening and you can come into the store to see what the selection of books are, or is it on us to show the people the books that we have that are on sale? Because it's quite a few. So I just showed you one, but let's see if I can show you guys. I was going to show you guys all of this one. This is just one stack, and we have a good, I'd say maybe 10 of these, 10 stacks of this. It's no joke. And it's a pretty darn good deal for a penny a page for some of this stuff. Is pretty awesome in my opinion. But it's not necessarily the most top selling books of all time. They're not super trendy books of all time. They're just books that have either been on our shelves for quite a while, or it's just we have too many copies of them. And so we're just trying to get rid of them, like I said, so that we can bring new, fresher objects onto our shelves, fresher books onto our shelves. And so how do we go about that in a way that really gets the word out? Like I said, that we exist, that this sale is happening. I thought putting the camera on a tripod was going to stabilize it, because I know I've been giving you guys some crazy views walking around here holding the phone. But apparently putting the camera on the tripod and also having books makes me do this stuff. So it's like the little earthquake is happening. So I apologize once again that you guys get the shakes. But I'm going to work on stabilizing my filming. But in the meantime, you can help us out by giving us any advice. Now, I'm mainly seeking advice, to be honest, from people who actually have successfully run a successful bookstore book sale, right? You own and or operate or work at a bookstore and you've run sales before and it was successful, does the community that you're in have any part in that? Right now we're in Portsmouth, VA. We're in the Churchland section in Portsmouth, Virginia, and I like it here. There's a lot of stuff in this area. However, I don't know if that, like, where you are located plays any part in it. If the type of clientele that you get plays any part of it. Like, what is the major push? What is the major draw that gets people actually in the doors to check out the sale? Because that's the thing. We've posted time and time again that we have all of these books on sale and we have them all laid out on a table, and there was a lot. So I don't know if maybe it's also the thing of, oh, I have to go over there and I have to look through all the books myself and I have to decide what if they don't have something that I like. I don't know if that also plays a part as to why people haven't necessarily been coming through the door, like running through the door to take advantage of the sale. But for me, as someone who, I love books, but I'm not well read, and I love books and I love to have them, I bought something from the book sale because I was like, oh my goodness. It just gave me an opportunity to look at stuff that I wasn't necessarily looking for, and it kind of like found me. So I see the book sale as an opportunity for me to like hunt for something new, something that I wasn't looking for, something like kind of just like calls me out, and I'm like, I see this and I want this in my collection. Let me try it out, because otherwise I probably was never going to give it a second look. So that's, to me, is one of the main wonderful things about having book sales, is that it gets people to look at books that they may have never considered, but because it's on sale, they're like, you know what, let me check this out. So what is the main draw that gets people in the doors to check out the books? Or is it on us to show them each and every single book that we have on sale that's a penny a page? So like, who is it on? Who's the responsibility on? Is there anything different we have to do to tell people that we're having a penny a page book sale? Because we're going into 2026, and I would really love to learn a lot more about properly marketing a bookstore, because I want to be an asset while I work here. I don't just want to be your everyday bookstore clerk. I'm not someone who likes to get paid to do nothing. I want to be an asset. I want to be a blessing. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to grow, and I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone. So if there's any crazier stuff that you have for advice that actually has worked, that will get me out of my comfort zone, being a little introvert that I am, let me know, because I'll give it a shot. If it will help get the word out about the Pretty Word Bookstore in Portsmouth, VA, hey, I'm game. I'll do it, especially if it involves social media. I'm your girl. I'll try it. I don't really have any pride, so rather, I don't have any shame. And so, as you can tell, I can put myself on the internet and look a little silly or a lot of bit silly, and I don't care anymore, because I've been doing it for almost 3 years now. So if you have any social media suggestions for us that we should do to advertise the penny a page book sale, like I said, it's not enough just to get eyes on social media. I want action. I want somebody to want to come in and visit and see for themselves, to peruse the shelves themselves after seeing it on social media. So it's not really enough to like get a lot of attention on social media. I mean, virality is good. I don't like that word because it's a little gross sounding, but being popular, we'll use that, is good. But it's not everything, right? We want to have real community connection here at the Pretty Word Bookstore. So we want to really have people who live here in Hampton Roads. It doesn't have to be just Portsmouth. They can travel from Virginia Beach for all I care. They can travel all the way from Williamsburg for all I care. But we just want to let people know that we exist. We want people to know the type of sales that we have. We want people to know the type of books that we have available. And we want them to want to be here, to want to physically come and see us. Or is there a way for us to make it as easy as possible on them and be able to sell online without having like a storefront? Is that at all possible to sell online without having a storefront? Because I had started putting together a compilation of all the penny a page books that we have. It's taken a long time, and the internet is not great over here, so it's not working the way that I wanted to. But if I can finish that out, I'll have a complete master list of all the books that we have available for the penny a page book sale. And that way, if you want to know what we have that's on sale, you can send us your email and your contact information. We can send you the list, and you can let us know what option you would like, and we will hold it for you for up to a week, because we're not going to hold it forever. Because sometimes people be like, I want that book, and then they never show their face ever again. And we're like, well, that's going on the shelf now. But I don't want that to happen. I want to make it easier for people to see what we have, or I wanted to make make it more attractive for people to want to come see for themselves what options they have available. So this episode is just me asking you for advice. How do we advertise our penny a page book sale? This is just one of several stacks that we have of our excessive amounts of books that we are working on getting rid of, because we want to bring in new books, okay? Not just new books, old books as well, pre-loved books as well. Books of all shapes and sizes. We would love to bring them in on the shelves because, as you can see, we work really well with the room that we've been blessed with. We are good stewards of the room that we have been blessed with. However, if you look behind the books, there are more books. So help us out. Give us some advice in the comments and let us know what has worked for you. What can we do, whether it be on social media, in person, either bringing it up to you, getting you the information as to what we have, or something that'll make people want to come here and see for themselves. So please, please, please help us out in the comments below. Remember, guys, stay in the books. This has been DeNice over here at the Printerware Bookstore in Portsmouth, VA, in the Churchland section. I hope to see you guys eventually because, like, we're a real bookstore and I'm a real person. So you can really come over here to Portsmouth and check us out. So until next time, all I have to say is goodbye.